Did you know that as we age, up to 30% of muscle mass can be lost by age 70, quietly affecting strength, balance, and independence? What's even more surprising is that a simple morning habit like eating oatmeal might actually be working against your heart and brain health without you realizing it. But here's the good news. Small, easy changes to how you prepare and enjoy oatmeal can protect your muscles, support your heart, and sharpen your mind. You don't need a complete diet overhaul, just a few mindful tweaks that anyone can do to boost health after 60. Why do most people over 60 remain unaware of these hidden oatmeal mistakes? Could something so routine actually impact your well-being so deeply? In today's video, we'll reveal the 10 most common oatmeal mistakes that silently harm seniors' health, and more importantly, how to fix them with simple, science-backed strategies. These are practical tips that have helped countless older adults improve energy, stabilize blood sugar, and promote heart health. Before we dive in, please like this video, subscribe to Senior Health Over 60, and share it with friends and family who want to age healthier and stronger. For decades, oatmeal has been a breakfast staple in American homes, especially among older adults. It's warm, filling, easy to prepare, and widely recommended by doctors and dietitians alike. But just like many things in nutrition, the devil is in the details. When eaten the right way, oatmeal can work wonders for your heart, blood sugar, digestion, and even longevity. But when small mistakes creep in, often unnoticed, they can quietly unravel those benefits. Let's take a look at some of the most common oatmeal missteps I've seen in my patients over the years. 1. Adding too much sugar. One of the biggest health traps is turning your healthy bowl of oats into a hidden sugar bomb. I've met many seniors who add just a touch of brown sugar, maple syrup, or even flavored syrups, without realizing how quickly it adds up. Just 2 tablespoons of syrup can spike your blood sugar, setting off a cascade of energy crashes, cravings, and long-term risks like insulin resistance or even type 2 diabetes. There's a story I'll never forget. A 68-year-old patient from Florida came to me complaining of mid-morning fatigue. Turns out, his healthy oatmeal breakfast had 3 teaspoons of honey, dried cranberries, and a banana all in one bowl. Natural ingredients, yes, but combined it was a sugar overload. Once we simplified his breakfast, his energy returned in just a week. 2. Using flavored instant oatmeal packets. They're convenient, yes, but most prepackaged flavored oatmeal is loaded with added sugars, sodium, artificial flavors, and preservatives. Just 1 packet can contain the equivalent of 4 to 5 teaspoons of sugar. The labels might say heart healthy or with real fruit, but that doesn't mean it's truly good for you. Instead, stick with plain rolled oats or steel-cut oats. You control what goes in. A few slices of banana, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or a dash of pure vanilla extract can go a long way in adding flavor, without the sugar roller coaster. 3. Not adding enough protein. Here's a nutrition truth that many people overlook. Oats on their own are rich in fiber and complex carbs, but low in protein. That's not ideal, especially for older adults who are trying to preserve muscle mass, manage blood sugar, and stay full longer. If your breakfast only includes oats cooked in water or almond milk, you may find yourself hungry again an hour later. Worse, it could lead to sugar crashes and overeating later in the day. Protein acts like an anchor for your blood sugar. Just a scoop of Greek yogurt, a boiled egg on the side, or a tablespoon of chia seeds stirred into the oats can balance the meal. You'll stay fuller longer, have more stable energy, and support your muscles, which is critical for mobility and strength as we age. Even when you choose the right kind of oats and avoid sugar-laden shortcuts, the way you prepare your oatmeal can make a huge difference, especially as we get older. Many of my senior patients don't realize that seemingly minor cooking habits can lead to bloating, poor nutrient absorption, or even a sluggish start to the day. Let's explore a few key missteps and how to fix them. 4. Eating too much oatmeal in one sitting. This is a classic too much of a good thing scenario. Oatmeal is healthy, yes, but it's also dense in fiber and calories. Many people over 60 assume that a big bowl of oatmeal loaded with toppings is the perfect start to their day. But oversized portions can actually lead to discomfort, sluggishness, or even digestive upset. I once counseled a 72-year-old woman in New Jersey who was gaining weight despite eating what she thought was a clean breakfast. Her oatmeal included half a cup of oats, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, a handful of nuts, banana slices, and a drizzle of honey. Healthy ingredients, but way too much all at once. We scaled her portion back to 1/3 of a cup, kept the fruit, and added Greek yogurt on the side. Within a month, her energy improved and the weight gain stopped. 5. Not soaking oats beforehand. This step is often skipped, but it makes a big difference for mineral absorption and digestion. Oats naturally contain phytic acid, a compound that can block the absorption of important nutrients like iron, calcium, and zinc. For seniors, who often deal with mineral deficiencies, this can quietly make things worse over time. Soaking oats overnight helps break down this compound and makes oats easier to digest. Simply mix them with water or milk and let them sit in the fridge for 6 to 8 hours. Not only does this improve nutrient absorption, but it also gives your oatmeal a creamier texture and saves time in the morning. 6. Undercooking or overcooking your oats. Both undercooked and overcooked oats can cause problems. If oats are undercooked, the beta-glucan fiber remains too tough to digest, which can lead to bloating or discomfort. On the other hand, overcooking can destroy heat-sensitive nutrients like B vitamins and make the texture gummy and unappetizing. I usually recommend cooking oats just until they're tender, soft, but still with a little texture. This ensures optimal nutrient retention and easier digestion. If you're microwaving your oats, use a bit more water than usual and stir between intervals to prevent them from drying out or sticking to the bowl. Choosing healthy ingredients is only half the battle. How you combine them makes a big difference, especially when it comes to digestion, blood sugar stability, and overall meal satisfaction. Over the years, I've seen how small tweaks in ingredient pairings can transform oatmeal from a sluggish start to a truly nourishing breakfast. 7. Cooking oats directly in milk. This is a common mistake, especially among those aiming for a creamier texture. While it might sound logical to cook oats in milk, it often backfires. The proteins in milk can react with the starch in oats under high heat, creating a sticky, overly thick consistency that's hard to enjoy. More importantly, cooking milk at high heat can degrade some of its nutrients, particularly B vitamins and certain proteins, before your body even has a chance to absorb them. The solution is simple but effective. Cook your oats in filtered water first. Once they've reached that ideal soft texture, stir in your milk of choice, whether it's cow's milk, almond, oat, or soy. This approach not only improves taste and texture, but it helps preserve the full nutritional value of both ingredients. 8. Skipping salt altogether. Many people trying to eat clean believe that salt has no place in a healthy breakfast. But omitting salt from your oatmeal entirely is a mistake, especially if your goal is flavor and satisfaction. A small pinch of salt added at the beginning of cooking does more than just enhance taste. It helps bring out the natural sweetness of the oats and balances the flavors of fruit, nuts, or spices you might add. More importantly, it gives your meal a sense of completeness, so you're less likely to crave sugary toppings or extra sweeteners later. This doesn't mean your oatmeal should taste salty. It shouldn't. But a tiny amount of salt, dissolved early in the cooking process, can make all the difference in how enjoyable your breakfast is. 9. Relying on oatmeal as your only morning fuel. Oatmeal is an incredible base, but it can't do everything on its own. It lacks certain essential nutrients that older adults need, like vitamin B12, heme iron from animal sources, omega-3 fatty acids, and complete proteins. If you eat oatmeal every day and fail to balance it with these missing components, you may find yourself feeling low energy, foggy-minded, or even struggling with weak immunity over time. Here's what I advise. Use oatmeal as a foundation, but pair it with nutrient-rich companions. Add a few walnuts or flax seeds for healthy fats, some Greek yogurt or a boiled egg for protein, and fresh berries or apple slices for antioxidants and fiber. Not only will this turn your breakfast into a powerhouse of nutrition, but it also keeps things interesting, so you don't get bored with the same bowl every day. After hearing all these potential mistakes, you might be wondering, should I stop eating oatmeal altogether? Absolutely not. Oatmeal is a wonderful, nutrient-rich food, but it was never meant to carry your entire diet on its back. That brings us to a common trap I see among health-conscious older adults, relying too heavily on oatmeal as a magic bullet for wellness. It's easy to understand why. It's filling, it's endorsed by health experts, and it tastes good. But just like any other single food, it has its limitations. Oatmeal is rich in soluble fiber, manganese, and magnesium, but it falls short in other key areas. It doesn't contain enough high-quality protein, nor does it supply the healthy fats or B12 your brain and nervous system need. If oatmeal is the only consistent thing you eat every morning, day after day, you may end up with unbalanced nutrition and long-term consequences. Let me tell you a story that illustrates this. A 67-year-old woman from Austin came to me last year. She was sharp, active, and careful with her food choices. Every morning for over a year, she'd eaten a bowl of oatmeal, plain, with fruit and flax seeds. No sugar, no shortcuts. But she started feeling weak, dizzy, and noticed her hair thinning. After running some tests, we discovered low B12 levels, borderline anemia, and low iron reserves. The culprit: an overly restricted diet that didn't account for age-related changes in nutrient absorption. Once we added more variety, lean meats, eggs, yogurt, and leafy greens, her energy rebounded in just weeks. The takeaway here is simple. There's no one superfood. Health isn't about eating the same perfect food every day. It's about creating a balanced, colorful, and sustainable pattern that nourishes you over time. So if you love oatmeal, by all means, keep it on the menu. Just don't let it be the only thing on your plate. Your body needs diversity, not dependency. So, what have we learned today? Oatmeal, when prepared and eaten the right way, truly deserves its title as a heart-healthy, senior-friendly superfood. But like many things in life, the how matters just as much as the what. A sprinkle too much sugar here, a missing protein source there, or a rushed cooking method, it all adds up. And over time, these small oversights can quietly chip away at your health and energy levels. But the good news is this: every one of these mistakes is fixable. You don't have to give up oatmeal. You just have to make it work for you, not against you. That means choosing plain oats over flavored packets, watching your portions, adding the right proteins and fats, soaking your oats overnight, and above all, remembering that no single food holds all the answers. Health in your 60s and beyond doesn't come from perfection. It comes from awareness, consistency, and compassion toward yourself. Every small improvement adds up, and starting with your morning bowl